So while we are the investigators that perhaps coordinate the mirror things, it goes without saying that actually the events like today and the actual research is done by a fantastic team of researchers and leaders in their own merit. And the events like today have been put together by Dr. Ala Mary and Dr. Durgam Al-Ubaidi, who actually have really made this with Dr. Sabih Farhan happen. And it's all the credit for the gathering today and for the talks and for the speakers goes to them only. We have another team working in the background as well, with Anusha, Ishani, and Vikas, and along with our research partners in India to really arrange for other things. We are lucky to have so many partners on the network, and we have Jigna and Anjali who are working with Praxis on the events in India, and also we have other partners who will be collaborating with us in Iraq. So in general, just this is to give you a quick glimpse of the spread and the outreach of this network, and still North Africa network is under development at this stage. I will skip all the details because I have mentioned them before, and because I know that we need to hear more from the team in Iraq. What I would like to really jump quickly to give you a bit of introduction about the website and about what is happening. So today, what we are doing really, this is the website that we have for the network. And in that website, we are trying to bring all the material that we collate and gather through the network on that website and share it with you. And the talks that we will have we will under different themes from research, stakeholders, and policymakers, and we'll work on them to edit and try to refine the research outcome, and then we'll post these on the website. The website in general has a number of regions, as you would say, as you can see, South Asia, the Middle East, and Tunisia. And each one of them, we will have a team. So you can go for the website, for the web page, you know the team that you can contact them. And as I mentioned earlier, today is just a starting point. We have heard so many talks, interesting talks. What we are doing next is just actually to engage with you directly. So you will expect some of our team members to approach individual scholars, research stakeholders, and NGOs and policymakers to run one-to-one interviews, focus groups, discussions, and we hopefully to learn more and report on these engagement and experiences. As many as we can gather, and then we'll start really put it together on how to, as a kind of joint resource for everybody in the network to use. Also, Dr. Durgam is leading, for example, in Iraq on as a detailed study of the heritage preservation, of community heritage preservation legislations that really help them develop or engage, or perhaps there are identified gaps, if any, and what happens within the context of rebuilding in Iraq, for example, now. And there will be a number of case studies taking place. Same, Dr. Ala also is leading on a number of activities that she will give us details, including the interviews and individual stakeholders' accounts. All of these will be shared on the website. Similar things are taking place in India with Tom and Anusha and the team, including Jegna and Anjali as well. And of course, a number of case studies will be on display, and at some stage we'll provide a virtual exhibition and detailed information. One thing that is perhaps to the core of what took place today is the engage exchange. Engage exchange for us is the key element, because every one of us study research, a particular region where you are expert in, or where you studied for a long time. Then this network is basically trying to really help to get this view or your own experience to be shared with others in different parts of the world, in different contexts, and will become a shared open resource for everyone. And key element is through this exchange, is it only based on regions, only Iraq only? No, as perhaps Mike mentioned, that we need to share it with other parts of the world. We will have to share some of these experiences, or perhaps identifying issues with the policymakers. So we'll run policy forum program where we can bring some certain policy documents and discuss them and bring a number of policymakers to join us, but also with NGOs and hear from voices on the ground, and in a way that we would like really to try to share as much as possible. And from research point of view, we have an exchange blog where we will hope that if you are interested at any stage, share with us a piece of writing to summarize your research, what are the issues that you encounter, or maybe opinion pieces, and then we'll start to really put them on the blog under you. Of course, you will be the main author and contact point, so people can contact you. Our purpose here is to facilitate this exchange, and key element also, as perhaps mentioned earlier, translating this knowledge. So we hope that researchers from India and South Asia to learn from Iraq, Jordan, and Egypt, for example, and the same from Tunisia. So we will hope that while this is a kind of universal event, will be another events and summary of these events in local languages. So we will run focus groups and workshops in local languages to make sure that we hear everybody, not only those who speak English. So just this is a kind of a quick notification, because I will hand it over to Dr. Sabih now, about the Engage India Network Hub are working now towards fine-tuning the tentative program, and hopefully we'll announce it soon. And this will be organized by Praxis, CEPT University, and SPA in Delhi. And we are all invited, of course, to join and take part in this event. And as our colleagues from India just happened today, but of course you need to consider the time time difference. So that's in general. I will talk briefly toward the end, but in general, we really appreciate the amount of knowledge and experience and knowledge and practice that we have shared today.